You see, I've been very patient with you, and I've allowed you to patronize me on many occasions. This time, I'm not going to allow it. What you have here is the position of dean is open. There is a South African black female who has applied and who is qualified. She holds a doctorate. She qualifies for this position. She doesn't get it. The person who gets it is a foreign national. That is not a scarce skill. The law requires that the only time you can do what you did is if it is a scarce skill. Do you agree that the current EE plan chooses foreigners above South Africans?
It's not choosing foreigners over South Africans. It's about also factoring our internationalization efforts. And we've got a 10% cap, as you would know. It's not a matter of choosing South Africans, foreigners over South Africans.
So your answer is no?
My answer is I don't think.
Is that a no or yes?
No.
No. All right. Let's look at slide number 10. Let's just look at the engineering, build, environment, and IT section. Colored male, Indian male, chairperson of council, look at that there. 1.0% is permanent academic staff. No Indian female there in that entire faculty. Colored male, 1.6%. No colored female there. Foreigners, altogether, both foreign female and male, 15%. VC, colored males, Indian males, and females are South Africans. You have in that faculty alone, combined 2%. If you round it off, let's say 4%. Foreign nationals, 15%. What is the reason for that?
Honourable Member, the common reason really for it is about the skills, the internationalization plan, and the readiness to come and work within CUT or the Free State. It's really the pool that we are recruiting from. I dread the fact that I'll keep repeating the same thing, but we do not dismiss our internationalization policy and the targets there.
You know, I wish you would just be honest, VC, but it's okay. We'll continue. Do you know Professor Noluntu Mpekwa?
I haven't met her directly, yes.
Actually, it's Professor, Doctor.
Yes.
She holds a BTech, a MTech, and a PhD. Very brilliant black South African female in this country. Do you know that in 2024 she applied for the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, both Environment and Information Technology? Do you know of that?
In 2019?
2024.
Oh, last year, yes.
So you do know?
Yes.
Do you confirm that this black African highly qualified professional met the requirements of this position?
The minimum requirement.
Do you agree, do you confirm that she fulfilled the requirements?
Yes, she fulfilled the minimum requirements.
Do you confirm that she was shortlisted and interviewed?
Yes,
Could you kindly tell the country who ended up getting the job? Was it a South African or was it a foreigner?
it was an internal candidate who is a foreign national.
Sorry, BC?
A foreign national female internal candidate.
Is that a scarce skill? The dean of the faculty?
In STEM-related issues, it can be a scarce
In
skill.
this instance, I'm putting before you a highly qualified South African black female professional who qualifies. In this instance, that's not a scarce skill because you have someone that can fill the position who is South African. A foreign national was given the position over and above this person.
If I may also answer this, that process was opened twice, precisely also because of the pool of applicants that we had, where we wanted to make sure there is enough diversity in terms of female representation, South Africans, and
No, VC,
especially also because of
you see, I've been
the
very
kind of
patient with
faculty.
you, and I've allowed you to patronize me on many occasions. This time, I'm not going to allow it. What you have here is the position of dean is open. There is a South African black female who has applied and who is qualified. She holds a doctorate. She qualifies for this position. She doesn't get it. The person who gets it is a foreign national. That is not a scarce skill. The law requires that the only time you can do what you did is if it is a scarce skill. You disregarded, your institution disregarded a black female professional. There's no way around that. And whether you believe it or like it or not, CUT appears to be favoring foreign nationals above South Africans, even if they are qualified. And that's what that same stat in that faculty speaks to, of 15% of foreign nationals. And when we go there, even in your other slides, when you speak about junior lecturers and all of that kind of stuff, we will see how South Africans are lesser numbered than foreign nationals. In practicality, I urge you, VC, as we go further, that we see this problem and we take accountability for it, rather than explaining it away. This highly qualified female South African has been disadvantaged, intentionally so. And according to our laws, she should have been the person. Not preference, I don't know her. We just did research. But based on the law, what the institution has done is disadvantage her. The Department of Higher Education, did you approve this, the appointment of a foreign national over a South African?
Chair, we are also surprised.
Kindly speak in the mic.
Yes, I'm speaking to my mic. I say
couldn't
we
hear,
are
sorry.
also we are also surprised. Ordinarily, the university would have written to us, particularly to give us notice that they are making that appointment for visa purposes. We didn't get that letter.
VC, kindly explain.
Chair, I think as I mentioned through the chair, Honourable Member, the candidate was an internal candidate that already has.
VC, are you listening to what the department is saying? There's a particular process. If you want to do what you did, you must inform the department you didn't.
No, that wasn't done, as far as I know.
We just heard that wasn't done. You didn't do it. The entire procedure was wrong. You know why? I'll tell you why. VC, your institution favors foreign nationals over South African citizens, even if they hold PhDs. That's why.
Yes, and Monan, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So that was the National Assembly. So this briefing or this National Assembly was on the 23rd April 2025. And like I said, I really wanted us to talk about unemployment in this country because it's something that is really affecting us. In this country, a family of 10 in most cases, not all of them are working. Maybe even 3 are working, the rest are unemployed. And they've been unemployed for years. Some are qualified, some are overly qualified. Some are drowning in alcohol or substances because imisebenzi ayitholakali bazohlala benzeni. Imagine going to varsity, obtaining a degree, obtaining a diploma, obtaining an honors, PhD, only to be told maybe you just met minimum requirements, you're not that special. I mean, the nerve of her saying that, highlighting that did she qualify? The question was, did she qualify for the position? Her answer was, she just met minimum requirements. What does that mean? She is qualified for the position. Is it a yes or a no answer? And it's just so sad to watch. You know, very soon we're going to have graduation. And in as much as we see those, happy faces, varsity students just excited to enter in this new world of employment. But a lot of them are worried. A lot of them are worried, Uguti, after studying for so many years. If, guys, we have medical students, not students, medical qualified practitioners that are unemployed in this country. And when you go to your nearest hospital, you don't find udokotela wala eMzansi. We do have them. They are qualified for the jobs, but we don't see them. We don't find them. It's everywhere. And sometimes, because ama-entry jobs lawa uJulius Malema ngawafuni, sometimes iwona esifocus kuwona kakhulu, like your waitressing jobs, your restaurants jobs, your what jobs. But the reality of the matter is, even the big jobs now. And it's very sad because, just like he said, the law requires for you to even consider hiring a non-South African, it needs to be a scarce skill. Meaning, we tried looking. There is no one qualified for the job. But it's not like that. There are people, South Africans that are actually qualified. Some are even overly qualified for the positions, but they are not given opportunities. They are not given chances. Can South Africans come first? And we're no longer fighting, even if the Labor Department goes to restaurants. You know what? It's fine. That movie has played so many times, and the owners have made it very clear who their preferences are. But when we're talking about government institutions, it's a no. No, we cannot have qualified individuals in this country being put last because they met minimum requirements. They met the freaking requirements. So what was the maximum requirements? ukuthi kumele abe na 5-year experience. Uzothatha 5-year noma 10 years experience if you guys are refusing to give her an opportunity. You cannot be demanding ridiculous experiences from people that are fresh from varsity. If, they are studying, I love what the TVET college does. If you are studying a 3-year diploma, 18 months, which is a year and a half, you do your theory. Another 18 months, which is a year and a half again, you do your practical work. Meaning, when they say, okay, you are qualified but you don't have experience, I do have an experience, a year and 6 months. I don't know how to put this, but I feel as uthi indlela TVET college does things, we need to apply it universities as well. So if a student is studying for 4 years, they mustn't be expected to go to desk reading, doing theory work for 3 years or 3.5, and then go 6 months busy practical. Practical. Can they do theory for a year and a half, and then the rest of the years they are actually in the workplace doing the actual work, doing practicals? I think that would be much better, because when you're fresh from varsity, you are demanded this experience that you don't have. Minimum requirement, 3-year experience. Also 3-year experience, because when you know 1 year experience or no 1.5-year experience or no 6 months experience, 3-year experience. It's really heartbreaking what they don't even have a good excuse as to why not South Africans in South Africa. Why not them? Is it because we are unemployable? Because I hear that's what people sometimes say, which we are unemployable, we are hard to work with, we are lazy AF, we are too demanding. On Mondays, we don't pitch up for work. Like, what is the issue? Maybe we can start there and actually tackle that. If the root of this issue is that we are unemployable, we don't pitch up for work on Mondays, we have too many demands, we are hard to work with, we are too lazy, we always have excuses. If really what is being said about us is true, of which I doubt, but if it's true, we know our rights too much, all those things. I mean, it's things that if you've certain circles, you will hear those things, that South Africans are this, that's this. So if really that is true, can those that employ us tell us so that we can tackle that, so that our youth can be employed, so that our people can be employed? As we are hosting the G20 this year, for those that missed it, it's basically for the developed or developing countries. We are hosting it this year. America is going to be hosting it 2026. As we are hosting it this year, can we tackle unemployment? If we have unemployment, automatically we have high crime rate. If we have unemployment, automatically we have a lot of people that are using substances because they are stressed, depressed. Can we tackle unemployment? Can we put South Africans first? Do let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section down below.